Hi, it's Stephen here for the Idiot Quilter, and I'm just showing you my latest project I just finished. And this is another tote bag, but unlike the other tote bags that I've made, which you can see all hanging up here, this one I actually followed a pattern for, and this was the pattern that I used, called a twister tote. Now, I did not do the twister tote style, which is sort of a quilting pattern, but they also had directions on how to make a simpler tote, and this is the simpler tote here. Now let me get my bag straightened out. My corners are square. I used 3 different types of material, as you can see in the design. That's the front. That's sort of still a few threads on it. This is the back. And as I said, the bottom is square. I did run into a couple of stupid problems, though, idiot moves. For example, I didn't like the way the instructions talked about how to put the handles in. Well, I didn't realize this until after I got them in. The handles are in between. This bag is lined. There it is in between the lining and the outside of the bag. Fine. However, they said to hang them down and do a basting stitch, and then when you sealed up did a top stitch along here, I guess it goes over the handles again. I don't think that's strong enough, and there's not enough material. I don't think there's enough handle going down in here. I would have liked that down a little further. However, this side, you can see, turned out fine. This side, somehow I did not catch the handles all the way, so I had to rip out that part of the seam at the top, stuff the handles back down inside, and I went over it several times to fix it up. Now in here you see it kind of stretched my material out a little bit. Those aren't actual stitches that you see. That's the markings on the material as part of the pattern, but I went back and forth here several times on both of these to reinforce it. So I'm a little concerned about how heavy how heavy this bag could get depending on what you're putting into it and whether or not the handles are actually going to hold. If I was doing this again, and I will be doing this again at some point in time, I would definitely make sure that before I turn the bag right sides out and finish the top stitching across the top of the bag, I would definitely reinforce the handles inside in order to hold more weight, because that's the one thing I'm worried about. I did get a little gather. Let me show you here. Sorry for the movement of the camera, but I'm trying to hold the camera and show this. There's a tiny little gather right there, and I didn't get it, like, I don't know. It's when you're sewing around, you have some bulk. It says to smooth out the bulk, and I was smoothing it out, but then I got around to this part and noticed this little tiny part that I didn't get smoothed out. However, unless somebody's looking at it up really close, they would not see it. And inside, there are 2 pockets as well. One on that side, one on this side. So, and it's all lined and everything, so that all turned out pretty good. And as I said, I'm very pleased with my bottom on here. Let me just straighten that out, because my bottom did come out nice and square. So I think I've got that part mastered now. But with every bag I make, or every sewing project I do, I learn something again. And that's why I share with you the idiot things that I have done. Someday my goal is to do an entire project where I have absolutely no idiot moves. Not sure if that's going to work. So, anyways, I thought I'd share this little creation with you. And even though it has those couple of little mistakes in it, I'm still very proud of what I have created.